Last time on Edgeworth Investigations, giving them extraterritorial rights. Extraterrestrial rights? They're aliens? Oh no, those goddamn sectoids are gonna mind control you and make them kill me. What are you talking about, Gumshoe? Hide from the sectopause, quickly. Hey guys, Ryden here and welcome back to Edgeworth Investigations. A couple of people were wondering why I was specifically gone. And I was just having quite a few issues with audio, issues with my bodily organs. Nothing major though. It was just a little difficult to talk, and it still is a tiny bit. So excuse me for like the week missing of an Edgeworth episode. But anyways, don't mistake that for the fact that I'm not excited, because I am definitely very excited to finish this case and see what's up. Luckily, oh my goodness, it's gonna be loud. Luckily, this case hasn't exactly gotten very complicated yet. And I can kind of retain all the memory I had from when I played this like a week ago. Oh, hey Lang, what's up? Count off. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Wait, why are they counting 1? Oh, I swear to God. If he says it's because we're number 1. 1, 1. Shifu, 99 callouts. So all 99 members are most likely here and accounted for, sir. Wait, 99 people said 1. Hey, you. Yeah, you. Second from number 1 from my right. Sir, yes, sir. Here, a birthday present for you. What? Shifu, I didn't know that you knew all of our birthdays. What a kind heart you have. Shifu, you're more of a man than we'll ever be, sir. Yeah, I totally don't just put people in jail because I feel like it. I'm really sorry, but it's not my birthday. Lingzi says, a cub who disrespects others soon feels the disciplinary bite of an elder. That present isn't for you, it's for your younger brother's wife's younger brother. Tell him I said hi and happy birthday, won't you? Yes, sir. Oh my goodness. Shifu, I can't believe you remember that much about each of us. Shifu, I'm your biggest fan. I can't stop crying, I'm so moved. This police force is so ridiculous. I should probably leave them to their alone time. Now each of you stand in line, I'm going to kiss all of you on the forehead, like you're a baby. Alright, meeting's over, everyone head for your posts. Dismissed! Sir! Lang is so ridiculously praised. Yo, were you guys here the whole time? I got a call from Sheena and she's already filed me in. It sounds like you're out to get in my way again. I have absolutely no intention of interrupting your investigation. But should my cravat accidentally wrap around your neck and, say, hang you from a ceiling fan, you will not be missed. I simply request that you grant me permission to investigate the Alabastian embassy. And what if I say no?
Objection!
I don't know why I just gave him a bad voice for a second. Agent Lang, this man is my subordinate. As I have received permission from the ambassador, he is to be extended the same rights. Sorry, sis, but it's not that simple. Alabast has the strictest immigration regulations in the world, or didn't you know? Even among my elite men, about only half of them were admitted into the country. Besides, any more cooks in the kitchen and we might spoil the soup, if you get what I mean. How dare you make such assumptions? Don't take this the wrong way, but I thought I was in charge of Alabast, Miss Von Karma. She is so angry. Look, try to understand, okay? Things over in Alabast are a bit of a mess right now. What do you mean by a bit of a mess? No one told you? We had an incident in Alabast as well. It's actually Alabast. This is what we call a decision based on the investigation, Mr. Prosecutor. Look, Wolfie, just let us in already. Wolfie. Wait, what? Oh, that's not good. Is there a problem here, Agent Lang? Wait, who? Wait, what? Who is that old man? Not really, just having a discussion about whether or not to let these guys in. Ambassador Alba, I ask that you please allow these people to join the investigation. Having a debate because of my country. Oh no, here we go. I'm terribly sorry for placing you and your good people in that kind of situation. It's all because I lack the strength to govern well. Please, it is nothing of the sort, Ambassador. You weakling! Wait, Quercus? I don't know who that is. Curse your frailty and inability to effect change in your country. Oh, he's talking about himself. What are you? The thing is, investigations conducted in my country have been under Agent Lang. It is my judgment that in order to minimize the disruption in the investigation, I should leave everything up to Agent Lang. There, you see. Oh, no way! Yes way, Kay. Oh, here's the other side. We have this guy. Ambassador Alba, I ask that you please reconsider letting them into Alabast. What is that? My very own secretary has been murdered by the Barbalese embassy. And he was apparently caught up in some very shady drug dealings, completely unbeknownst to me. So I ask for your cooperation in our investigation. These aren't much, but I hope they can cover your travel expenses to Babel some... It's actually, Babel, not Babel, so thank you for telling me that. Tower of Babel. Tower of Babel. Babel someday. Alright, I get it. Even if you beg Ambassador Alba, I still have to give you... I still have to give the final okay anyway. Alright, you hear that, Mr. Edgeworth? We're in! Not so fast, my little crow girl. You're still a witness in the Babel murder. I'm trying not to say Babel now. So I'd like you to please stay in the Republic of Babel. Shit. Detective Gumshoe, please take care of Kay for me. Yes, sir. Sounds good to me. The fewer troublemakers, the better. Oh! Wait, Rasp? Oh! Oh. Well, I mean, usually the stuff that Agent Lang does is ridiculous, but I could see removing Kay from the investigation as she was kind of caught on the crime scene. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth. Yes? So I wanted to ask for a while now, but... That lady over there, is she who I think she is? Oh, that's right, I didn't introduce the two of you yet. Franziska von Karma, the prosecutorial prodigy. It's nice to see you again. Oh, I knew it! You're the whip lady! You may address me as Miss von Karma. Miss von Karma, I leave the investigation of Alabast in your hands. Thanks. Rest assured I will outsmart both the smuggling ring and the Yatsugrasu. The smuggling ring, huh? Perhaps I should ask Franziska a bit more about them before I head into Alabast. And I mustn't forget to thank Ambassador Paleno for all that he has done for me. You know, I'm really starting to feel like the lack of, how should I say it? The lack of importance. Like, we're on the game's final case, and it's probably because we're just really early into the case, but aside from Kay's whole situation and learning the truth behind that, I don't see any urgency to it at all. So, unless, what's-her-face, Miss Callisto comes back and points 2 guns at us, then I don't think it can escalate past the last case. Let's talk to our friends. Kay, I'm glad you are not hurt, but please refrain from such recklessness, alright? What if you had run into the Yatsugrasu? You could have been killed. Sorry to make you worry like that. I'll be more careful from now on. Good girl. It's good to conduct some self-reflection every once in a while. Hehehe. It's funny, you know, when I talk with you, Mr. Edgeworth, it's like I'm talking with my father. Is that so? Do I really seem that old to her? Well, you do have gray hair. Oh wait, that's Edgeworth. Detective Gumshoe. I'm counting on you to keep Kay safe. Yes, sir. You just leave everything to me, sir. And don't worry, I'll take care of Gummy for you. We'll go investigate into the Babel side of things together. Right, Kay? That's right, Gummy. All they're missing is the last stooge. Edgeworth is such a funny guy. Alright, well, let's talk to Mr. Paleno here. Ambassador Palino, I'm in your debt. No, it's nothing. Because it's all I can do for you, I'm afraid. I only ask that you please bring Manny's killer to justice. I will, Ambassador, on my honor. Wow, so you're so sensational. You've really piqued my curiosity. I know they aren't much, but know that I'm giving them to you wholeheartedly. Free evidence. No, that's quite all right. Oh, well, how about this then? And what exactly is it? It's fountain pen ink. Known as Bobbleys. Oh, this is related to the, Is this gonna be related to the pen from the last case in the guy's pocket? I feel like it is. It's made exclusively in Bayball. So this Bobbleys ink. We make it from white crystal oil, which is mined through our mineral mines. We send monster hunters out to do it every night. Please accept this ink. One dip of your fountain pen in this. And you can write for hours in your organized... I feel like this is innuendo, but I'm not going to say a word. How fortunate for me, the ink in my pen just happened to have run out. I'll gladly accept your gracious gift. I feel like that was a giant innuendo, but I'm not going to bring that up. Great, wonderful. I guarantee to you that writing with our ink is an unforgettable experience. And since we don't export it, if you run out, you're always welcome to come and visit our fair nation. Talk about cornering the customer along with the market. Yeah, we are stuck in kind of a... how do I say it? Kind of a... not so great place where no one trusts us and no one likes us except for ourselves. You've made so much progress in your investigation in such a short period of time. It's truly amazing. Agent Hicks, whose help I had requested, was cut down before he completed his task. Oh yeah, him. There's no room for further investigation in my... or further failure in my perfect investigation. There's no room for investigating. I give up. Let's go home. In spite of that, I believe you were able to obtain insight into the ring, correct? It was nothing. I simply made some deductions based on the smuggled item I was following. You mean the Bobbleys ink? But why are there restrictions on the export of Bobbleys ink to begin with? That's classified Interpol info... Francisca, as your subordinate, I am a part of your investigation now. Don't you think it would be beneficial if I was as well informed as you? Point taken. Very well, I'll fill you in. Recently, we discovered some very well-made counterfeit bills circulating in Zhangfa. Counterfeit bills? Yes, as you may have deduced, the counterfeits are being made with Bobbal's special Bobbleys ink. And it's virtually impossible to distinguish bills made with Bobbleys ink from the real ones. Thus, it is only natural for Interpol to keep an eye on the Republic of Babel. It's really hard to get some of these voices correctly when my tongue is kind of injured like this, so please excuse me. That's where this document comes into play, correct? Correct. Mr. Cochin was smuggling large amounts of Bobbleys ink. Furthermore, he was charged with running the embassy's printing equipment. That's all the evidence I need to know that he was the head of the smuggling ring. However, there remains one tiny problem. Let me guess, you still have yet to find the counterfeit bills or the smuggled ink, or really anything. Yes, and while we're listing things, I might as well add the counterfeit plates to the pile. Since we haven't been able to locate any of these items in the Bobbleys embassy, we're looking into the Alabastian embassy next. It doesn't matter where they're hidden, mark my words, I will find them! Okay. Have fun searching for plates. Well, shall we get going? Oh no. What's wrong, Kay? I didn't get permission to enter Alabast, so we're going to gather whatever info we can over at the Bobbleys side. Alright, I'm counting on you two. Right, and I'm counting on you and Miss Von Karma to sniff out clues in Alabast. Oh, and Edgeworth, if you happen to come across my phone, you let me know, alright? If you tell me, I'll rush straight over and just stab him right in the gut, and I'll torture him and pull off his finger. Have you been talking to Trucy? True who? If you tell me, I'll rush right on over, no matter where you are. I'll let you know when the time comes. Edgeworth, To the Edgeworth mobile. Edgeworth, we're walking down the hallway. Yes, I know. I just like to pretend I have my own special vehicle. God. Hmm? Whoa! What do you think you're doing to my subordinate? Did his head just turn all the way around? Yeah, you're... Oh no, it's... God damn it, it's Larry. No. I haven't... Has he come back since the first game? Once again, I didn't finish the third game, so I don't know if he came back in that one. But I think this is the first time you see him since the first game? Maybe at the end of 2 I feel like I saw him too. I don't remember. But there he is. I don't even remember what voice I gave him. It's been so long. Edgy, oh thank the heavens you're here. I'm in a really, really big pickle, your lordship. The raven had appeared, poof, and then disappeared, swoosh. And though I am the steel samurai, my sword... I'm so confused, I don't know what anything means anymore. Who is this fruitcake? I'm Larry of the House Butts, married man of Neo-Old Tokyo, milady. Now I remember, this person is one of your friends, isn't he, Miles? Yes, frighteningly enough, he is. Hey, what's up with that answer? Your best bud is in a bind and you act like it's no big deal. What sort of bind are we talking about here? I suspect the suspect kind. I accidentally became a suspect in a murder. Murder! I see, that is quite the bind. Well, good luck. Not that we're in the least bit surprised. Yes, I pretty much expected this news. From the instant I saw this unlucky face. His name is Larry Butts. I've known him since grade school, and for as long as I've known him, he has been the world's largest source of trouble with a capital T. Hey, what kind of introduction is that? You're so mean, Edgy. If you're not careful, you might find your tiny number of friends go down one by one. That was uncalled for, besides your... Wait, hold on. Larry, it was you? You're the one who wrote my Steel Samurai autograph? Oh, you didn't notice earlier? I even winked at you through my headpiece. Well, I guess it's worthless now. Francisco, feel free to burn this. What's going on? And why are you beat red? Sorry, but could you not speak to me right now? Oh, sorry, am I interrupting your comical yet melodramatic play? I'll play the part of the housewife, Edgeworth. Come here. So this is the incident you mentioned earlier. Mr. Prosecutor, this childhood friend of yours, is our prime suspect. Of what, you ask? Of the murder of a man who had snuck into the embassy. Mass de Mass 2. I feel like... Oh, wait. Shit. I feel like I remember... Oh my god, this probably has a bunch of meaning behind it, and I don't even remember the game. I feel like this was from the third Ace Attorney game also. Damn it, I feel like I'm missing out on so much because I don't know. Mass to Mass 2? Yeah, okay, I remember that. I remember that case partially. I don't remember how the incident was resolved, but... Only Larry could get himself into yet another mess as fine as this. But no matter what the facts seem to say, Larry is not the type to commit murder. Still, it's a rather daunting stroke of misfortune I've struck. I have to prove that Larry Butts is innocent of all wrongdoing. Shifu, we've identified the victim. Good work. I'll take that report now. Agent Lang, would you mind if I took a peek at it as well? What did I tell you earlier, Mr. Prosecutor? Don't get in my way. There's only enough flesh here to feed one wolf, and that one is me. So no, you may not take a peek. But Agent Lang... Oh, hey, Detective Bad. Everyone's at the party today. Agent Lang. Will you allow investigators such as myself to take a look? Yes, of course. You let the detective see the file. You're Detective Bad. You're the prosecutor, Mr. Edgeworth, right? Oh, hey, he's back, and he doesn't look different at all. Fancy meeting you here, Detective. Oddly enough, you haven't aged or died. You weren't expecting me? Ever since that day 7 years ago, I've chased after the Gyakuten non-stop. I even pressured Interpol to keeping me in the loop, and a case card was never found. What incredible dedication to the case. To think you could waste so much time on the police force. I mean, if you think about that, like, they probably had other things like, hey, 9 people were just murdered at this grocery store, and he just turns to them and he's like, I'm busy studying the Gyakuten movement patterns. It's like, but sir, people are dying right now, there's a building on fire. Well, the Gyakuten was there, there'd be more people dead. Detective Bad, wait, that's not him, that's Lang. I am now Edgeworth. Detective Bad knows the Gyakuten M.O. very well. And his passion for the chase hasn't died down in these 7 long years. It's something I can respect. But Detective Bad, I must ask, are you going to make an ally out of this prosecutor? My only goal is to arrest the Gyakuten. If he can get to the bottom of this case, then I'm willing to share the info with him. I'm in your debt, Detective Bad. I knew he was gonna do that. He's such a bro. About the murder of Damas 2, would you be willing to fill me in on a few details? When the Gyakuten showed up, Agent Lang and I took ourselves off guard duty and put ourselves in charge of directing things at this crime scene. Taking advantage of the chaos, Damas 2, he broke into this embassy. Probably to steal some treasure or another. And I suppose he lost his life when he was forced to fight someone else in this room. Actually, no, he just wet his pants and died of shock when I walked in the room. It was hilarious. Why exactly was that man placed under arrest, Detective? That samurai. He was born looking suspicious, but not for the reasons you suspect, I assure you. As you can plainly see, he is completely harmless. Yo, Edgeworth, check out this gun! Well, it was just a random guess. It's not like he's actually under arrest. Tonight, here at the Alabaston Embassy, Ambassador Alba was to give a commemorative speech. And that's when the Gyakuten showed. But keep in mind, the Gyakuten isn't who I'm talking about right now. Those seats for the guests who had been called to sit in them were empty. A no-show? Who was it that failed to take their seat? The Steel Samurai. Until the speech was to begin, each member of the entire Steel Samurai family was to wait in a separate room. However, for some weird reason, that man was spotted in a different location than his assigned room at that time. And where was he? He looks like a gargoyle. I am the knight! I am Larry Butts! Down the chimney I go. He was on the roof with one of his legs down a chimney. That chimney leads directly into this room. Larry Butts, you've really outdone yourself this time. What were you thinking? In any case, I believe it's time for me to start my investigation. Oh no. Oh. You guys said that this case was going to be dragged on by someone, and they're just gonna make it drag on and on and on and on. And for some reason, I feel like it's going to be Mr. Larry Butts not telling us the truth about why he was climbing in or out of a chimney. So this is the victim, Master 2. What's with this gaudy outfit? You don't know about Master? No, I don't. Please recap me, Bad. A few months ago. Oh, wow. That was a few months ago? Jeez, murders happen like crazy in this universe. This thief caused a lot of havoc on the populace. So this thief is separate from the Gyakuten? I thought they were for a while because their MO and targets were different. Damask likes high-value trinkets and jewels, and being gaudy is his signature. Gumshoe was in charge of that investigation, so he'd know more about Damask. That's alright, all I'd probably hear are tales of his failure anyway. You haven't changed a bit, I see. In any case, let's get started here, shall we? I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Edgeworth, you can keep your clothes on. I know, but there could be evidence anywhere. Well, there's not much down there, I guarantee you. Well, that hurt. There's not a single shred of fashion sense in Damask's costume. Yeah, I know, that pattern is hideous. Well, at least I can appreciate the great effort he must have put into making it. You two don't know, you can buy this costume almost anywhere now. Really? It's being sold since when? Since around New Year's, the streets are practically flooded with them. Turns out Damask is a lot more popular than I thought he'd be. I can't believe that foolish fool would dress in fool's clothing to act foolishly. We've got your point about about three foolishes back, Francisca. Okay, well, let's look at the sword then. This cutlass, or oddly enough, kind of looks like a mixture between a katana and a cutlass. So this is the murder weapon. There's blood on the blade, isn't it rather... It's a rather sweeping sword, isn't it? What did you expect? It's the Steel Samurai Daddy's secondary weapon. I only call it a secondary, although, because he uses his sword in most of his battles. It's his trusty samurai spear that he turns to in a real fight. You should know quite a bit about the Steel Samurai. It's only because I saw it the stage show earlier. The owner of the sword is the Steel Samurai, or in other words, Larry. Should probably ask him about it, as detrimental as it is proving him innocent. Not that I really want to. I mean, seriously, I can't say much about Larry. He's kind of a boring character. He's just a loser. I don't know why they'd bring him back out of all people. What is he holding? It looks like a piece of paper from a notepad. It would appear that directions on how to reach this room were written by hand. Is there something written on the back as well? I'd like you to steal the primitive statue in this room. Ah, just a bunch of garbage. What is that supposed to mean? Who writes a note to themselves like that? If I had to guess from the text, I would say that this act is actually a request from someone about what to steal. Just who was the person that requested the theft of the primitive statue? Which makes me curious, because wasn't the primitive statue in the other place, if I recall correctly? It was in the other side of the building, so why was he here? There's not a single shred of fashion sense in Damask's costume. Well, at least I can appreciate the great effort he oh, okay, we already read this. Okay, the last question I have is this sheet. I don't know what it's for. Suppose this was the wrapping cloth Damask too used to carry stolen goods. Oh, okay. Not like a bag, but just a sheet. There's nothing wrapped in it now. I guess he never did manage to get his hands on whatever it was he was out to steal. Okay then, well, that's enough looking at the dead body. Let's check the rest of the room. This must be an Ambassador Alba's desk. His notebook is open on the desk. He must have been in the middle of some important work. Sapling growth log. Finally sprouted today. Funny, it doesn't look like important work to me. Oh my god, there's... is that supposed to be like a little tree that's planted on the windowsill, or is that a tree coming from outside? Oh, it's a tree coming from outside, okay. Two gorgeous flowers are in full bloom here. I'm sure flowers as lovely as these must have an equally as lovely name. Miles Edgeworth, are you done staring? I should hardly think passion flowers are all that rare. Passion flowers? That's a rather unusual name. It was named by the priest in the 15th century for the Passion of Christ. Oh, do we even have a religion in this universe? I have no idea. As they say, you learn something new every day. Okay, then. Can I look at the birds? I guess not. I'm just there. It's a fireplace, and by the looks of it, I don't think it's been used recently. Yes, I can't say that I see anything unusual about it. Oh, hey, shaking the steel samurai's hands with the prima due statue. Wait, is this taken in the other room? I'll have to check the left side of this room, because this could be the left side of this room, or it could be the other room, maybe mirrored? So I don't know. The person shaking hands with the steel samurai in this picture is Ambassador Alda. It was taken just before the murder. The steel samurai must be very popular. They're even using the national treasure as a backdrop. I just don't understand what exactly is so great about the top knot there. Clearly there was a depth to this show that a young person like you can't fathom. Speaking of young people, aren't young children the target audience of this show of costumed actors? No, it could be for anyone. For example, a middle-aged lawyer with no friends, no wife, and no parents to talk to. Oh, that's nice, Edgeworth. The counterpart to the Bobolese, the Bobolese embassy. Oh, I almost said embassy. Butterfly is the Alabastian flower. Okay, so no, that was taken in this room because there's the flower, there's the statue, or the prima due statue is facing a different way in the picture, I believe. There's the knives, and I didn't see the crossbow above the knives either in the picture. The butterfly and the flower, they're both lovely things. But can we interpret this to mean that Alabas provides honey to Babel? I'm just gonna keep calling it Babel because it's easier. Francisca, can't you come up with a more meaningful, profound comment? Very well then, let's hear what sort of profound comment you come up with. Well, flowers cannot survive without the butterflies that spread their pollen. And butterflies cannot live without the nectar that flowers provide. If either one were to disappear from the equation, neither would survive. How was that, Miss Von Karma? Your explanation took so long I nearly fell asleep while it's continuing the investigation. Francisco, why can't you just admit I had something there? Wow, Francisca's face over in the corner. She's looking for some things. Not friendly things either. There are some weapons on display on this wall, a crossbow, and under that, a set of knives bearing a flower motif. They must be the counterparts to the Boblese knives, which means that the blades inside these scabbards would match the blade that was used to kill Mr. Kochan. On the rest of the time, inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. I can spot absolutely no difference between this prima due statue and Babel's. Oh, okay. But the difference is the fact that, in the photo, one was turned to the right side, I believe? Or left side? Yeah, the statue was turned to the left side, and you can see the crossbow up there. Okay, well, I guess nothing's wrong aside from the fact that it was facing a different direction. The statue's face looks a bit like the costumed hero you like so very much. I wonder why you Americans have such an affinity for this kind of face. The statue wasn't made by an American, you know. At least, I don't suppose so. Knives adorned with flowers are on display here. I suspect that these are the counterparts of the Boblese knives. The blades of those knives should match the blade of the knife that killed Mr. Kochan. Wait, did we already read? Oh, okay, no, it's different. Whoa. One of the knives is missing its blade. Oh, okay. Let's see if the two pieces, the blade and the handle, fit each other. Yep, that's where it came from. It would appear that they fit together quite well, almost seamlessly. And this means that an Alabastian knife did find its way into Babel. Okay, so right now we have to prove someone got a knife from here and killed that guy right there. I really don't understand. so... Sorry, it's been a while since I played the game, but... If I recall, in the other case, there was a knife missing? I believe, or there was just the blade for some reason. And it's interesting that they would take just the blade out of the knife, but I don't understand this yet, so we're just gonna have to keep going. So I don't see a reason for them to do so. It's the Steel Samurai's primary weapon, the Samurai Spear. Isn't it awesome? I totally fell for this thing. It's sleek and shiny, just like my heart. It comes at you like whoosh. When you hold it, you just want to live life like BAM! You do well to watch what you say, Larry. Although it's just as Larry says, the spear is quite the symbol of valor. However, speaking of spears, aren't you supposed to use them by thrusting the point straight into your opponent? I'm not entirely convinced this spear is up to the task. What's wrong, Edgy? You're just staring off into the distance. Oh, I get it. Tell you what, I'll tell the studio to make you one, okay? But this one's mine. I say anything about wanting one. Maybe I can shut him up if I show him the piece of evidence. I will point something out about this spear. Oh, okay. Wait. How do I show him a piece of evidence that points... Am I supposed to show him that the spear's bent? I don't know what evidence we're looking for. Actually, here. What is that supposed to be? Francisca, can't you see it's supposed to be a likeness of Ambassador Alba? Miles Edgeworth, as a subordinate, you have a lot of nerve telling me what to think. I look forward to your next salary assessment next month. You're deluding yourself if you think you have any control over that. That's the only weapon prosecutors have, is updated autopsy reports and reducing someone's salary. I feel like they can literally point at someone and you can watch their income go down. Well, I don't have anything to use logic with yet, so... Larry, there are a few things I need to ask you about. Hey, how about that? I've got a few things I've got to ask you too. What is it? It's like, both you and him. How is it that the two of you always manage to have some cute or hot girl by your side? And Franzi, what about that promise you made to me? Promise? What promise? The more you said you would model for my next book, Franzi's Whippity Whip Trip. Yow! I made no such promise. Ever since grade school, we've had a certain saying about Larry. Don't talk to Larry. When something smells, it's usually the butts. One needs to look no further than this man to find the king of troublemakers. Okay, I guess we'll present evidence to him and see what he thinks. I can't really think of too many things he'd want to talk about. Larry, I wonder if you might know what this is. Nope, not a clue. You didn't even look at it. Nah, that's because the only thing I can see right now is the form of my lovely Franzi. Oh, in that case, allow me to help you and help you sear my form into you for all eternity. Eek! I'm actually really enjoying this. Stop! I mean, don't stop. Oh. Now this is a trip I'm willing to endorse, especially if we can finally get some peace here. Well, okay. Guess I have nothing to show you at the moment. I feel like I have to deduce this thing because it said I had to present the spear to Larry. And I don't see a way to do that because it's not showing up in our evidence. Oh, okay, I get it. I'm an idiot. He drew the spear in the photo. Eureka! Larry, about this spear. Oh, are you feeling it? Bam! I thought there was something strange about this spear. Tell me, Larry, is it just me, or is the spear a bit bent? Whoa, what? No way, it's exactly as it should be, yo. I have here the autograph you wrote for me earlier. And take a good look at this, which you drew with your own hands. You can see that the spear is clearly of a different shape. What do you have to say to that? I'm sorry. When I hold the spear in my hands, all of a sudden I feel super powerful. And then during practice, I was spinning it around and around, and bam! I hit the wall! You unbelievable, this is an embassy! But I've always been like that, ever since I was a kid. One time on an overnight field trip, I bought a fake sword and played with it late at night. I'm just a useless, hot-headed man. Larry, clarify that for me, will you? Okay, so it was some field trip, and I began to shadow fight with myself. Not that, I mean what you said earlier about spinning the spear and hitting the wall. Oh, that. It's no biggie. It's not like I left a hole or anything. It's not why I'm asking, Larry. The samurai spear is made of metal. I somehow doubt that a move as simple as spinning it could have caused it to bend. Man, Edgy, you're so naive. What? Where did that come from? Well, you keep calling it the samurai spear. But it's not real. You can't actually fight someone with it. Because it's hollow on the inside. You could hit it against practically anything and it would bend. Is that so? He just crushed my dreams. Don't tell me you thought it was real. Oh, but don't take it the wrong way. I just think that part of your personality is cute. I see, your friendship is truly something special, Miles Edgeworth. I'll get out the fanfiction. No, not with him. Not with him. With Phoenix is weird, but with him it's even worse. Oh, that's not friendship, it's utter humiliation. Okay, at least I got that out of the way after like 20 minutes of just like, how do I show the spear to him? The game told me to. Now that we're done with that, we can finally, talk to him. As I recall, aren't you calling yourself Loris Donim now? That's Dunim. Loris Dunim. Get it straight in your head, Edgy. I can't even come up with a voice for this guy because he's so, like, I don't know. Aside from being a loser, he's kind of normal. Ow, 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 ow. Now I remember, you're that rude, pale imitation of a real artist. No, you got it all wrong. I gave up on that whole Loris business. I actually don't know what they're talking about at all. Besides, when Bongelina left me... Oh, okay, so that's what he was doing, I guess, for a living. And he talked about that. It's been such a long time. And my heart in pieces. That's when Mindy walked into my life. She's been so good to me that I wanted to help her in some way. And I figured I could through this steel samurai outfit. Your insane blathering makes less and less sense each time we meet. I believe that he's saying that he picked up his part-time job as the steel samurai so that he may attempt to capture the heart of an actress who plays the Pink Princess. You got it. I knew you'd know what I meant, Edgy. Not really. It's not so much as I understood, but a simple deduction based on your usual modus operandi. Larry. Yeah, I don't know. Just a second ago you were hitting on Miss Von Karma, so I'm not sure where your goals lie. Larry, I'd like you to confess right now to everything you did tonight. Confess? Hey, don't tell me you suspect me too! Nonsense, I don't believe you have the mental acuity needed to plan and execute a murder. However, we are talking about you here, so I find it hard to believe that nothing happened. For past experience has taught me that you are always at the center of some insane event. Edgy, how can you be so mean, stabbing me with your words like that? The words are the only weapons I have. They're more powerful than guns or swords. Unfortunately, I don't have the time to search out a key to unlock your heart this time. So I suggest that you cooperate and tell me what you know. Okay, I get it. Just stop Francie from whipping me from behind. I mean, tell her to keep doing that. Forever. So I guess you know what I did, right, Edgy? I can't even begin to imagine. However, I imagine that whatever you were up to, it was probably beyond my imagination. So you will tell me exactly what you did, Larry. Nope, not yet. God damn it. It'll take more than that to loosen my lips. Okay, it totally is this guy. Ow! A lot more. Confess now. Oh. Okay, well I was up on the roof. And why exactly were you up there? Oh, you know, that wintry custom and the legendary hero. Legendary? Hero? Santa Claus! Santa? Claus. I wanted to do that thing he does, so I climbed up into one of the chimneys. But when I got there was smoke pouring out of the chimney. Oh my god, he's an idiot. And... well, I couldn't go down the chimney with smoke coming up, right? So I gave up. Larry, you do realize that Santa Claus does not exist, right? Of course I know. I did graduate from junior high, you know. And you should also understand this. If Santa was real, he would be the biggest unlawful trespasser in history. Oh, crud. Is it your attempt to intimidate Santa? It is your attempt to intimidate Santa? I'm coming for you, Santa Claus. Imitate Santa that has landed you as prime suspect in this murder. Come on, man. What's so wrong with pretending to be Santa? Everything. You're so stupid. This whole case is stupid. Let's start with the fact that it will be the ideas of March in a matter of hours. Or the ideas of March in a matter of hours. Not ideas. Ideas of March. Santa only visits homes on December 24th. That's in December, you nitwit. No! Hey, wait a sec. We're not in court. Yes, that means I can punch you wherever I want. Larry, about the samurai sword that was used as the murder weapon. Oh, that. Well, I shook hands with the ambassador in this room, you know. Yes, apparently you did. And well, I totally forgot about it and left it behind when I left afterwards. You want to talk about shock? I was the most shocked of all when I heard it killed someone. Shocked! Foolish fool looking especially foolish for foolishly stating such a foolish excuse. You forgot to take something that big with you? Who would believe such a tale? Sorry, Miss Von Karma, but I believe him. Because if anyone could forget something like that, it would be Larry. Edgy, believe me. I just knew that our friendship is something special. Anyway, even if Larry had simply forgotten the sword and left it behind, that in no way clears his name. Which means that I will have to prove his innocence from a different angle. Alright, well I think we've gotten all we can out of him. One thing I noticed that we didn't check. No one told us about his identity, which I think means no one removed the face mask. So can we actually do that? I thought that the mask kind of had quit the business. This guy, he's just a copycat using the name, a phony successor. Oh, similar to the Yatagarasu. Huh, interesting with all these thieves trying to imitate thieves. He's just another petty thief. His real identity is an out-of-work guy by the name of Kashino. He's 29 and wanted on larceny charges. From his clothes and what he was carrying. We determined that this guy was the real Master Mask too. The cause of death appears to be loss of blood from the back of his head. Oh, that's a shitty way to go, to be stabbed in the back of the head with a spear. Christ. Or, sorry, I guess it was a sword that was the murder weapon. It seems that he was struck with something very hard. In other words, he was bludgeoned to death. Well, can I logic from here? I don't think we have that. No, we don't have that many pieces of logic. What a bummer. Well, I don't know what to do now. I'm honestly a little lost. I don't... Unless you talk to someone else. There was a grandfather clock just like this one earlier in the Bablis embassy. You know, symmetry is a fine thing, but their interior design really suffers for it. Really? I think this clock actually fits the decor of this room quite well. I suppose the wood does suit the all-natural atmosphere of this room. Its design in the material it's made of strikes a good balance with the plants. Hey, you two, now's not the time to be talking about interior decorating, you know. Hurry up and save me. Just whip him. Whip him. Be quiet. This is all part of my lead investigation. All you need to do is be quiet and watch. Actually, I do believe Larry has a point for once. No, but that's one of my favorite things, when they just walk around and talk about nothing. Seriously, though, I still can't get over, like... She's been my partner before, so I never really noticed, but, like, what's with Von Karma's, like, creepy sex face over in the corner? I'm not gonna bring that up. Because we'll talk to the wonderful world of Lang. You did some investigating over in the Bobalese embassy too, right? I did. Is there a problem? Lang Z says a wolf who aims to hunt for 2 rabbits at once. I believe the idiom you acquire is he who runs after 2 hares will catch neither. A real wolf can catch both. I see, so what are you trying to say, seeing as how I'm currently handling 2 cases? Suit yourself, but don't say I didn't warn you. Yes, okay, I don't know what to do. Did we examine the statue? There was the exact same statue sitting. Okay, no, we did already examine this. We already examined this. Oh, okay, no, we haven't. I'm sorry, I skipped all that. But basically, it was Francisca saying that one of these has to be a replica and one of them has to be the real thing. Because there's one in the Bobalese embassy and the one in the Alabasta embassy. But in both Alabasta and Babel claim to have the real thing. What an incredibly childish fight to have. Okay, evidence, sweet. I'll rest until I've inspected every suspicious looking nook and cranny. I really have nothing to deduce with this. Oh yeah, I can. I can deduce the direction he was facing in the photo. Eureka! Look at this photo and tell me what you find odd about this scene, Miss Von Karma. The apparent joy on the ambassador's face is as he shakes that top knot's head. That's not it. I was trying to point out that the statues in the photo is facing a different way. You're right. The statue is a national treasure. As such, only an ambassador or a secretariat-level person is allowed to handle it. The fact that the statue is facing one way in this photo, and now it's facing a different direction in this preserved crime scene, is proof that someone touched this statue around the time of the crime. Ooh, okay. That helps a little. Guess that's about wraps up my investigation. That's... It's, Pink Princess. Yo, Pink Princess, how are you feeling? Still feeling ill? And yet another strange character comes out of the woodwork. And so the Pink Princess also comes to pay the Alabastian Embassy a visit. I believe I may need to speak with her as well. Miss Pink Princess, I have a few questions I'd like to ask you. Miss Pink Princess, if you would please answer... Oh no. Oh no, I was so scared of this happening. I didn't say it because I didn't want to jinx myself. I was like, it's gonna be Old Bag, isn't it? It's gonna be goddamn Old Bag. But I'm like, no. If I say it, that's impossible. It couldn't be Old Bag because I've already seen her once wearing a costume. Here we go. Heh. This must be what they call fate. How could this happen in 2 days in a row? What the? Aren't you Miss Oldbag? Why are you surprised? Aw, so you're the one they got to play the Steel Samurai. It's too bad I didn't realize that until now. You are acquaintances with Larry. Well, yes, we worked at the same company for a little while, you know. That's why it was okay, my edgy poo. You don't need to be so jealous. Oh god, that face. Burn it with fire. Ah. I was in the next room, you know, trying to get some beauty sleep. But it was so noisy here that I couldn't fall asleep, so I came out to complain. So imagine my shock when I saw my precious edgy poo waiting here for me. I don't know, I've given her a completely different voice now. I mean, who could have imagined that we would ever come to a show like this? I guess I misjudged you, edgy poo. You misjudged him? I thought he was trying to avoid me, you know. There was no misjudgment on your part. That's precisely what I was trying to do. But it looks like the winds have shifted and he's now willing to be chased after. I'm simply overwhelmed. Don't you worry, edgy poo. I'll chase you forever and ever and ever to the ends of the earth. Isn't that just peachy? This is one of those rare times when Francisca and I actually see eye to eye. Now then, well, what are you doing here? I thought you were working at Gatewaterland as the Pink Badger. What are you talking about? That was ages ago. It was yesterday. Look, I worked at Global Studios before, a long time ago, right? Well, they called me up this morning, kind of out of the blue, actually. They called you. Apparently the girl who plays the Pink Princess collapsed from a bad cold. It happened so suddenly, so they called me in to be her last-minute replacement. Do they not have enough people on staff at that studio? I really couldn't say no, so here I am, playing the role of the heroine. Instead of that Mindy girl, I mean. But the poor girl, I feel bad for her. Because they let me stand in for her, she's going to have a terrible time and... Oh no, she's talking again. Edgeworth, if I don't move, she can't see me. You're a rather lively old lady. So basically, you received the stand-in request this morning, correct? You got it. If you need to see it, I've got it right here, look. It appears that she is telling the truth. Thank you, Miss Oldbag. Thank you very much. I tell you, my fine acting moved the entire audience to tears. Yes, tears of laughter, as I recall. But being famous has its problems too, you know. Here, take a look at this. It's a letter from a stalker. Wendy, or does it say Mindy? It says, Mindy, I'll be descending on you from above tonight, your loving night. Larry wrote this, didn't he? Or was that, or could it have been Damask climbing down the chimney or something? I don't know. Oh, you know what? Maybe that's what it is. Because the Santa Claus excuse is ridiculous. So I bet the Santa Claus thing is an excuse because he sent her a letter, because Larry sent her a letter saying like, oh, I'm gonna come down the chimney. I was just taking my break when I found this stuck under the door to my room. Honestly, you really have to watch out for these kinds of things. Look what it says. Wendy, I'll be descending on you from above tonight. Your loving night. How absolutely revolting. I mean, you'd think he would get my name right. There's no accent in my name. Wait, this horrible handwriting. Where have I seen this before? But now that you're here, Edgy Poo, I feel 100% safe. What do I factor into this? You bust that evil stalker man for my sake, wouldn't you, Edgy Poo? Well, if you allow me the liberty to handle this in my own way, I'll gladly dispatch a detective to your house later. Oh, come on, Edgy Poo, stop being so dismissive and playing hard to get. No, I'm not playing hard to get. I'm playing easy to restraining order. What were you doing at the time of the crime? What crime? What? Oh my god. For some reason, I never get tired of the old bag. It's like a monster you never want to see. But when it shows up, you're completely ready for it anyway. After the show was over, I've had nothing but free time on my hands. So I used the fireplace in the room next door to keep my bad hip warm. You know I can do other things with this hip, Edgy. Yes, like break it, so you can't move, and so I don't have to see you anymore. It'd be wonderful. Well, a murder occurred in the room right next to yours. Is that right? Oh, Edgy Poo, I'm so scared. Hold me, caress me. If you could please not cling to my personage. In any case, I take it that you failed to show up at Ambassador Alba's speech. Oh, that. No, I didn't go. I mean, they have the heart of a young, tender maiden. But my body just refuses to cooperate at times. As soon as the show ended, my hip started acting up and got stiff. I couldn't move at all. Can you provide proof of your condition? Oh, you just go on ahead and ask the doctors in the infirmary. They're the ones who carried me from the theater all the way to this embassy. I do have to admit, the thought of her not being able to leave that room, is rather pleasant. Prosecutor Von Karma, I brought the police dog as you requested. Oh, look at the little dog! Good work. You may leave now, officer. Aw. I bet he already has a name. But if I could give him a name, it'd be Chub Chub the Destroyer. This dog. I requested the assistance of a dog in our search for the Yatagarasu. Looks like you guys have some pretty bright dogs in this country, too. Hey, you're a real cutie, aren't you? Yeah, that's a real good boy. That's the police dog Gumshoe's been taking care of. I think its name is Missile. That's an awesome name for a dog. Oh man, that's a great name. What a fitting name for a police dog that dashes out in front and attacks. That action alone isn't exactly what's going to solve the case for us, you know. No, Missile, I want you to find clues. Go! Wait, it doesn't work like that, Von. It doesn't work. Von Karma, that's not how police dogs work. Good dog, you really are quite bright, aren't you? Unlike a certain someone I know. Now what do we have here? What is this? It looks like a small hot dog, but... Okay, I don't care how well trained your police dog is. Like, I feel like that's something a dog would eat on sight. Wait, Francisca, isn't that an official samurai hot dog? Oh god, what is with that dog's face? Did the designers just sit down and they stared at the screen and like, this is a cute dog. What if we made it look like Satan? That sounds like a good idea. Ah, no, bad Missile. He ate it. I wonder if it's alright for him to eat that. It's just a meat substance snack featuring the steel samurai. I'm sure it'll be fine. It's quite a bit of information you gathered there in a single quick glance. We should really be focusing on why there was a samurai dog here in the first place. It looks like that snack wasn't all that Missile found. Oh, speaking of dogs, random story time, but it was my dad's dog, very recently, swallowed an entire t-shirt. So yeah, dogs can swallow some very interesting things. Oh, and what do we have here? It appears to be a lady's undershirt. I wonder if Ambassador Alba might have an interest in cross-dressing. I somehow doubt that. It doesn't look like the shirt would even fit him. A samurai dog and a lady's undershirt. What are these two items doing in a room like this? Given the circumstances, the lady's undershirt can only belong to one person. Suppose I could get this over with and ask the owner of said undershirt about it. Oh no. Oh no, don't tell me. Don't tell me I have to talk to who I think it is. No, I don't want to examine him. No. I want to leave. I was gonna show it to Von Karma and be like, is this yours? Oh no.